Greetings, citizens. Justiguy has arrived. I didn't notice until I was saving just now. We are officially through half of the endings. Clap, 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 clap for us. Wow, holy shit. Well, let me get rid of that. I didn't think we'd be in the middle of something when I caught this. I have a little surprise. So, guys, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Hold on, I gotta move over a minute. Hold on. Let me get ready. My neck is see-through. I mean, ta-da, surprise! Let me try to fix this. Uh-oh. Okay, hello. This is, you know, you might be wondering, like, why the hell did I not already do this? I figured, I didn't know how. I don't know why. But eventually I did do it. I was like, well, I gotta save it for a special occasion. Anyway, what is this? A new Justiguy model reveal in the year of 2026? Yeah, it's still 2026, I think. Yes, no, check it out. Check it out. Yes, this is my class armor, and I even have some undying flames making up my horns. I really like that touch, the way I got the colors to work out here. I think it's really nice. Anyway, yeah. So without any further delay, you know, I'm pretty proud of this one. You know, obviously we got my little insignia symbol thing here instead of, you know, the Defense Academy ones, but I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. So yeah, let us. God, I am still on screen now, but not in my normal spot, right? Yes, I am. Okay, let us continue because the night finally has come. I arrived at the leisure lounge just before 7 p.m. and found that all of the other special defense unit members were already there. Hell yeah.
Huh?
We've got quite a group here. Did everybody agree to join the game? Honestly, I never wanted to come. Takumi rang my doorbell at least 10,000 times. She was so persistent, I just gave in. I was eating a snack in the cafeteria when suddenly Lady Takumi snatched my holy Jumanji's sword. I pursued the scoundrel in an attempt to retrieve her when suddenly I found that I'd been lured here. Oh, the holy Jumanji. His sword is safe and sound if you are concerned. You could say that this was a real steal. Yoshika, give that blade of yours to me immediately. I'm going to snap it in half along with your entire spinal cord. Hey, you're still here. Why would you say something so frightening? Good question. Wait, what? Hey, Kurata, you've come too? We were worried when you disappeared so suddenly. Oh, she's worried. Very cute. So we came here looking for you.
Yeah!
Yoshika, if you worry us like that again, I'll drop a heel right on the crown of your head to teach you a lesson. All right, this might be out of pocket what I'm about to say, but I feel like the second to last Defense Academy girls are like all in like this polycule, and then Yugama was over there just been like, yep, those girls gay. Good for them. Good for them. Oh, for the love of murder. Looks like we've all been tricked into coming here. Not all of them were tricked. Nanami seems to have used some pretty underhanded tricks to get everyone to come. Yo ho ho ho! What a score! With this many people killing each other is gonna be so much fun! Alright, it's almost time for the game to start! Who's gonna die first? Maybe me? I sure hope so. Everybody, please kill me. Oh, I made sure to bring all of your infusers too. We're all set for the great slaughter to begin! She's so prepared, it's scaring me. Takumi seems thrilled at the idea of us killing each other, but I don't plan on hurting any of my friends. I'm not gonna let anyone else die. That's why I wanted to do this. It's almost time. What kind of person do you think is running this game? I'm kind of excited to see who the bad guy is. Time passed, and finally it was 7 p.m., but... For fuck's sake, nothing's happening. Nobody came. nothing happened. The leisure lounge was as quiet and peaceful as ever. Maybe the mastermind gave up after they saw a disgusting insect like me was joining. Maybe that whole message was just a prank. Honestly, as anticlimactic as that would be, a safe conclusion like that might be for the best. Look, it's getting late. I'm out of here. No sooner than Takemaru had said those words, it happened. What? Bees? Suddenly an ominous sound came out of nowhere. What is that sound? It's awful. My ears hurt. The hell? Is someone revving a bike? That is not what that sounds like, Takemaru. No way, I've never heard an engine making a noise this horrible. Just listening to it makes me want to... I don't like it either, to be honest. The unidentified sound grew louder and louder. Where is it coming from? We looked around for the source of the sound. That's when we happened to look up at the ceiling.
Huh?
Okay, so there is a person. Like, we're all here, and there's some, we can all see them. Only to be greeted by an unbelievable sight.
Bees? The hell? They're flying around with a bunch of big-ass bees?
Is that a spacesuit? Wait, no. A diving suit?
That could have been used in Shoma's murder.
A bee parachute? I've
Obviously
never
it wasn't,
seen
but...
such a hideous mode of transport.
Eek! I hate bugs! Someone get me some bug spray!
Also, where did the bees come from? The individual in the spacesuit gradually lowered their altitude. They landed in the leisure lounge.
Look fucking ridiculous.
Take that helmet off and show us your face. Is this some Wrestling Federation's mass fight? I love the costume, but you gotta lose the bees, hon. We need to take this seriously. They might be with the invaders. What if it's a commander? Takumi, did you see a commander like this during your first 100 days? No, I never saw anyone like this. We never faced a commander who controlled bees, especially not one in a spacesuit. Hey, who are you? It's only polite to introduce yourself. Speak up, asshole. The mysterious person examined our faces without answering. Then they nodded, seemingly satisfied.
So good to see so many of you. With so many participants, this killing game is sure to reach a screaming climax. The more lives there are to lose, the more spectacular the battle.
Their voice sounded unnatural. Perhaps they were filtering it through a voice changer. Their face was obscured by their mask, too, so there was no guessing their age or gender. Well done for the silence on my small defense. Well done for this writing to join my special with I need a voice changer. I commend your small act of bravery. I commended us! Yoshika, they're definitely being sarcastic or trying to provoke us. I'm so terribly honored, but who exactly are you? What are you doing at this school? I'm here to play my game with you, of course. I'm the sponsor of the Invader Hunt. Since Shirei's dead, I'm gonna get his voice. You may call me Sponsor. Treat the title with the respect it deserves. Sponsor? So this is the person who invited us to play this game. Which means... I'm precious. I wish to start the game quickly. First, we'll hold the opening ceremony. Let me ask you one thing first. I yelled over the sponsor, interrupting them mid-sentence. Are you the one who murdered our friend Gaku Maruko? A strange threat was written on the blackboard the day before Gaku's murder. It perfectly matches the order of events. In other words, it was only natural to assume this was the person behind Gaku's death. Does it really matter who I have or haven't killed? After all, every last one of you will die in this game. Don't dodge the question. I'm asking if you killed Gaku. Yes or no? Yes and no. There's no other way for me to answer. I told you not to dodge the... Takumi, read the room! Huh? A sharp voice pierced my eardrums and caused me to cover my eyes. Not fucking now, Darumi. Darumi? I have been waiting for this day my entire life. I prayed to the god of killing games every night. Begged to be released from the pointlessness of my life. Begged for me, my parents, my brother, my teachers to all die in gratuitous gory style. My dream is finally about to come true. I'm gonna get the killing game I've always wanted. Ruin this for me. Don't you dare ruin my dream. I was taken aback by the desperation in her voice. Aren't you a strange one? Are you that excited for my game? Like, you don't even know. Tell me all the messed up rules we have to follow. It motivates me to hear you have such high expectations. My voice being recorded, yes. Yes, very good, very good. Then allow me to explain the rules. No, thank you. Not interested. Kurata interrupted and stepped forward. I have no intention of playing your game. I refuse to even recognize it. You want us to kill each other? I'd never approve of such a vile game. Don't be so rash, tomato head. That vileness is what will make this game interesting. You might enjoy it more than you expect if you just give it a try. It's not often you get the opportunity to unleash your primal urges and kill your fellow man. I told you, I'm not playing. I am the scion of the Osazuki family, the pinnacle of all Suzukis. It's fine for me to trample on the ignorant masses from up on high, but there's no way in hell I'd allow someone to try and kill me as if we're equals. So you refuse to participate? That goes for at least half of us. There's only the few mental patients here that want to play your deranged game. Takumi, she just called you a mental patient. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got my group to agree to this. I think she's talking about yours. She means you too. All who refuse to join the game will be eliminated. I believe I made that very clear. I believe you did. Kurata glanced down for just a moment. So go ahead and try. Oh boy, she's gonna regret that. All of a sudden, she was ready to fight. Pull your filthy eyeballs out of your sockets and watch closely. Behold the Osazuki family boxing technique. I am going to beat you in your ugly costume until you're so swollen you'll have to look like you'll look like you stuck your head in your stupid bee's hive. Kurata assumed a boxing stance and steadily approached the sponsor. Wait, Kurata, don't try to fight them alone. I can handle this by myself. I don't sense any fighting spirit in this pathetic worm. Isn't there an army of bees? They have the quintessential pauper aura. All talk and no action. One punch will do it. Ignoring our warnings, Kurata continued to close the distance between the sponsor and herself. Hope you like the taste of noble fist. Kurata was about to unleash her deadly uppercut when it happened. Kurata! Yeah, like... The bees that had been hovering near the ceiling descended with a terrible cacophony of beating wings. And then... Kurata, no! Also, they're fucking big. And then again, we knew that because the sponsor was holding onto them. They instantly grabbed Kurata and whisked her high up into the sky.
Put me down! Put me down this instant! Oh, these horrible things are so creepy!
Kurata squirmed frantically, but they held onto her tight, refusing to let go.
Kurata Osazuki, I sentence you to being suspended mid-air.
What?
What a sight, don't you think? As they say, smoke and food.
You know we can just get her down, right?
Heights. You can writhe and suffer for now. I'll ease your pain when the time is right.
Lady Kurata, give me back my Lady Kurata, you vile insect. She is yours. Kurata, what do we do? How do we get her back? She's so high up, even my mid-air attacks would be... What the fuck are you talking about? Kako has the fucking sniper gun. We have a car. We have so many ways of getting her down. What do we do now? How can we save Kurata when she's all... Are you joking? We're in a building. Climb up the walls. Kako's sniper rifle might be able to reach, but this Kako is... Oh. That might be a problem. Right now, there's no way for us to attack the bees up near the ceiling. In that case... just have to attack the person controlling them. Yeah. Suddenly, I found myself running at full tilt, making a beeline for the sponsor. I'm not going to lose anybody else. I let that determination take away my fear and carry me forward. I plunged my infuser into my chest as I ran. Give back.
Kurata!
Ooh, you go. I screamed as loud as my voice would let me and swung my sword down on the sponsor. I felt it connect. My blade was going to split them in two. I was so short-wood, and yet... That tickles. Is that all you've got, Takumi Shumino? Ow, oh look, Kurata is in the back. I'm not Kurata. Yosuke transformed in the back. The sponsor was completely unharmed. It's simple. Your power isn't enough to inflict even the slightest scratch on me. No, this has to be some sort of mistake. This has to be some kind of cheap trick. Then try again. I won't stop you. Got some balls, B-fucker. Let's see how long you can keep this tough guy act, huh? I'm joining the fray, Takumi. Combined, our power level is like 2 million. We can get them, guys. We need to save Kurata as soon as possible. Everybody, even if we can't take the sponsor on alone, we can if we all attack together. Brace yourself, asshole. Ooh, we gonna get a fight? Oh, nope. I have several questions. Am I supposed to know what that is? If it's not clear, look, what is that? Is that something with Takemaru? Oh, that's his bike, isn't it?
You blackguard!
Okay. My bad.
You're finished!
Sorry, that really threw me. Takemaru, Nozomi, Kyoshika, and I unleashed everything we had on the sponsor. Okay, Takumi, that was really pitiful. We punched, we kicked, we sliced, we pummeled, we tried every attack possible. We used every last ounce of our strength until we had no energy or hemoanima to spare. However... The turtles! Huff. Why don't our attacks do anything? You immortal or some goddamn thing? You have the endurance of a wrestler to withstand my body slam. No matter how much we attacked, our opponent didn't even flinch. This was far beyond a matter of strength or endurance. They were literally in... We can't give up. We must save my Lady Kurata! My Bulma! My fellow warriors, just one coordinated attack and... Enough of the sideshow. The opening ceremony will conclude with Kurata Oshishuki's death. Uh-oh. There was a cruelty in the sponsor's voice as they pointed to Kurata still hanging in the air. Huh? Oh, well, that... Okay.
Please, help!
Uh-oh, it sucked it up. Her body was rapidly turning black. Was the swarm of bees draining her cryptoglobin?
Lady Kurata!
Once they'd sucked everything out of Kurata, the bees dropped her dried up body husk on the floor. No! Kurata! No, this can't be happening. My Lady Kurata can't be dead. Don't give up yet. Let's take her to the Revive-O-Matic. Zomi, Moko, and Kyoshika lifted up Kurata's corpse and left the leisure lounge. How pointless. How can a body be revived if there isn't a drop of cryptoglobin left in it? How pitiful that she would die before the game even began. She's ruined my schedule. I suppose I'll simply have to postpone the start of the game until tomorrow morning. Return here as soon as you're awake tomorrow, and I remind you there's no point in trying to escape. You know what happens if you refuse to play. Do I? Because in most other situations, this has not happened. There was nothing we could say. We'd be killed instantly if you tried to resist. Never had any message come through so clearly. Bummer. Kurata got the opening death scene. Must be nice. She died with so much drama, but it could have happened to me. It should have happened to me. Well, whatever. The game starts tomorrow, so I'll have plenty of chances to have a nice, gory demise. I wonder how everyone else is gonna die. Who's gonna kill me? There's like so much to look forward to. Yo ho, ho ho, ho ho, ho ho. Darumi's eerie, yet strangely innocent cackle rang out across the silent leisure lounge. I guess. Now it's day 26.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine!
Is it though? Okay, bit of an inappropriate song choice, Takumi, but it's morning now. Barely slept last night. Woke up over and over again, seeing Kurata's face when she died in my nightmares. They won't get away after killing my friend Soulworm Lee. If I could, I'd kill him right now. Right now, we're too weak. We can't beat them. One poor attempt to revolt, and we'd just be massacred. For now, we just have to obey. We just have to play the game. He wanted us to come back to the leisure lounge when we woke up. I hurried off to the leisure lounge. On my way to the leisure lounge, I came across Nozomi and Moko in the hall. Nozomi, are you okay? You're so pale. That's a stupid question, Takumi. I couldn't sleep last night. I just can't believe it. Rana, she's gone. Rana, I didn't know what to say. What could I do for her after she lost a close friend? I buried her. Make sure you say goodbye to her later, okay, Takumi? Yeah, I promise I will. You're not going to get away with killing Lady Kuro. Right, y'all. I'll do whatever it takes to avenge her. But now's not the time. They're a bit too strong for us right now. So we're going to all play this stupid game for a little while and wait for our chance. For now, we just have to push all this grief down and grit our teeth. Knowing how to bide our time is an important part of fighting. Nozomi was barely able to hold steady on her own 2 feet. Moko looked after her as they walked to the leisure lounge. I made a vow to myself as I watched Nozomi walk away. No matter how this game turns out, I'll protect Nozomi to the end. Well, we have our primary objective, guys. No, not just Nozomi. Never mind, I spoke too soon. I won't let anyone else die, because I came back here to protect them and grab a hold of a future where we can find happiness. I think we've kind of already lost that, but you do you, man. Is Ava still in her cage? Is it Ava?
At last, I present to you the rules of the invader hunt.
Once we were all in the leisure lounge, the sponsor began to explain the rules without any preamble.
The rules are exceedingly simple.
All you have to do is hunt the creatures known as invaders. You will gain points for every invader hunted, which will be tallied.
And reflected in the live rankings.
Unless this is built on the premise that we are the invaders, which creatures known as invaders makes me kind of question. I mean, I know it was called the invader hunt, but whatever. Names of everyone in the room was shown on a screen being held up by 2 bees.
One round lasts 10 days. The person ranked last at midnight on the 10th day will be executed. Their cryptoglobin drained by my bees.
Sir and or ma'am and or whatever you may prefer, are you aware this is not typically how killing games work? Executed. Otto's death was proof that this was no bluff. They could easily kill us all. In short, we need to try and kill as many invaders as possible. Glad we don't have to actually kill each other or anything. I mean, not glad, but if we're just hunting invaders, then we just keep fighting defensive battles, right? That's the same shit we're doing anyway. Not at all. What you were doing was merely defending your base. Hunting and defending are entirely different. To hunt, you must go out. The playing field is the space outside of the school. You will not receive points for any invaders killed at the school, no matter how many. You can't get points anywhere in the area shaded red. That's anywhere within school grounds. That means if we want points, we're have to go hunt the invaders wandering outside. So we're going to be forced to be right outside of the ring, huh? It's too much for a shut-in like me to be forced outside like this. But what happens if the invaders attack the school while we're all out there? If a commander strikes when the place is empty, it's the end of the line.
All you need to do is engage them before they infiltrate the school grounds.
This is actually an interesting... Setting aside all this, a proactive route, time for my notes, would also be an interesting thing, where instead of defensive battles, it is just offensive battles. Write that down. Route, where instead of defensive battles, it's offensive battles. Yes.
They say that a good offense is the best defense after all.
No, you have that backwards. Then we can't stray too far from the school.
If we're not careful about how many battles we fight out there, we'll end up disqualified for going out of the ring.
So we need to hunt in a place we can quickly return to the school, where we can quickly return to the school if something happens. How are you going to track how many invaders we hunt out there? You're not counting on an honor system, right? Someone would definitely end up lying about their numbers.
These bees will count your points. Whenever you kill invaders, they will count the points and then report them to me.
In other words, these bees will be monitoring our actions while we're playing this game. Guess running away isn't going to be an option.
And last but not least, the most important rule of all. You are strictly forbidden from causing me harm while the game is underway.
Well, we can't, so...
Anyone who defies me will immediately become food for my bees. Try not to lose your cool.
A rather tyrannical, one-sided rule, isn't it? Does this mean we can't resist, even if you use violence against us? Don't worry, I will not lay a finger on any of you. The game will immediately cease if the sponsor harms a participant without just cause. In other words, they won't hurt us so long as we do what they say. But you're the one who enforces these rules. If you turn on us, we're entirely without recourse. I intend to run this game as fairly as possible, otherwise things would be very boring. I promise not to violate the rules. Please trust me on that. There's no way we can trust them, but we're also in no position to argue. Now then, that concludes the explanation of the rules. There are plenty of other hidden rules, but I'm not so inclined as to give them all away at this juncture. Come up with strategies on your own. Doing so is learning. The sponsor looked at all of us and shouted,
Special Defense Unit maggots, participants of my game, assume your new roles as proud hunters and claim as many invaders as you can. The invader hunt has hereby officially begun.
Well, not so much as a moment to prepare, the game was on, but I wasn't sure how I was supposed to handle a newly assigned task. Honestly, me neither. I decided to go to my room and prepare to leave school grounds. Yeah, that's one thing we can do, I guess. The Invader Hunt is a point-based hunting game. I decided to review the rules of the game. The rules seems rather simple. All we had to do was hunt invaders. However, the game field was outside school grounds. You kill invader, Basically, no matter what we do, won't be any points. If we wanted points, we had to go, yeah. But it's way too dangerous to constantly be fighting out there. If we died outside, the drones wouldn't collect our bodies. So the drones still work. Except just now with Kudana. Be careful so we don't die, and if we want to do that, we should probably form teams. At a team, there'd be someone out there to have our backs, and we could look after one another to keep each other alive. We need comrades if we want to survive. Okay, before I go out, I should find someone to partner up with. I decided to go talk to everyone to see if anyone would want to team up with me. Is this going to be a choice, like who you team up with makes your... yeah, for some reason, when I went out onto the roof, everyone was already there. There's no sign of Darumi or Hiruko, but almost everyone else was there. Takumi, everyone, great timing. I just figured out a way we can survive this game. Do you mind if we talk? I mean, if we all have the same score, that would be it, right? Everyone rushed over to me, and I explained the necessity of forming teams. So I think we should at least be in pairs. Trying to do this solo will just end in game over the moment you take a lethal hit. Yeah, we were just saying the same thing. We should work in teams, I mean. We were actually just deciding the teams. In short, we're right in the middle of a draft meeting. Kako pulled out a piece of paper with the members of each team written on it. The first team is us boys and Sister Dearest. And the second team is all of the girls. We might end up spending a lot of time together from now on, so we thought grouping by gender would make sense. What we're worried about is Gamu, who's nowhere to be found. He's a boy, but it's entirely possible he'd like to stick with Miss Kidafuji and Miss Magadori as he's done up to this point. Valid. But if we put Yugamu in Team 2, then we have to put Hiroko in Team 1. Its Shizuhara is very strong, so we were discussing giving preferential negotiating rights to the weaker team. Preferential negotiating rights? This really is like a sports draft. By the way, what team do you want me in? It would make sense if I was in the male-centric team, but you have to play alone. Nobody What? I was so shocked that my voice withered away mid-exclamation. Why? Why am I the only one being left out? Don't tell me you guys are still suspicious of me. I thought we cleared things up about Gaku. I didn't kill him. It was the sponsor. Isn't that obvious? No, we're all on the same page there. They're definitely the one who killed Mr. Maruko. They destroyed CRA too. They're behind everything. Then why? Mr. Sumino, have you forgotten? You killed Mr. Aotsuki. Sure, but why are you bringing that up again? He was a traitor. He had to go. Even if I grant you that, he was still one of us. If you had a comrade who could kill another comrade without batting an eye, would you want to team up with them in a killing game? No way, you've got to be kidding. But whenever you do anything, someone invariably ends up dead.
You're cursed! Do us all a favor and get out of here!
You're more than cursed! You're the Grim Reaper!
You guys are supposed to be my cute kohai. What's going on? Grim Reaper, it stung, but I couldn't argue. It was true that I was the common denominator in all of this so far. I came back to the past and immediately killed Eito. And because I ignored the message on the blackboard on day 4, Gaku was killed the next day. 2 days ago, I decided to join the game and encouraged everyone to join with me, and because of that, Hirata died so brutally. I don't think you can consider that one your fault. If he hadn't convinced us to join this game, Lady Kurata would still be with us. Or he would have killed all of us. We don't know that. All your fault, all of it. Give it back. Give Lady Kurata back to me.
The blood of Lady Kurata is on your hands!
Yoshika drew closer to me, letting out a pained cry. I couldn't bring myself to meet her eyes, which were now red and swollen from crying. Yoshika, no. Oko put herself between us and embraced Yoshika. Blaming Takumi won't bring her back. He'll just make it hurt even more. But, knowing how to swallow your sorrow is part of fighting. We need to be strong right now. Sorry, Takumi. Yoshika understands, I swear. Do you? She knows it's not your fault, Kunada. I do the others? But she has no outlet for her grief, so she's just taking it out on you. I was so shocked that I couldn't utter a single word. I had no idea everyone had so much contempt for me. All I ever wanted to do was make everyone happy. That was why I came back. Where did it all go wrong? I swear, Lady Luck or Fortune or whatever the hell she's called turned against you the moment you off Ato. Okay, game. I get it. Sheesh, this whole slew of shit speaks for itself. Not even I can help you out here. You could join my team. Sorry, but you're on your own. Oh, I thought we had something, Takemaru. Sorry, Takumi. Everyone left one after the other, leaving me all alone, except for Hideko, right? I felt total despair. This was my first time being so obviously and intentionally isolated. I always had Karuo by my side in the TRC, and my mom and dad really were always waiting at the dinner table whenever I went home. Now, here I was all alone. I would have to face this game of death all by myself. Nobody would ever want to team up with the Grim Reaper, but then I thought of something. That's right, Hideko. I saw Hideko in my mind's eye. On day 5, she took me to second Let's Defense Academy. I said we needed to bring in a second team to increase our combat power. I never really tell what she's thinking, but she's a surprisingly caring person. She might be willing to work with me on this. Maybe I should ask Hideko if she'll team up with me. Feeling a sliver of hope, I decided to stop by Hideko's room. I was praying hard as I rang her doorbell. Will she answer? Has she already been scouted? We'll have to find out next time, citizens, because until then, I'm afraid this is going to have to be farewell.